Hello, Divine Souls, and welcome to a general timeless collective message today where I pull some cards from my tarot deck and I give you a message that may assist you. Of course, as they are a general message, please do take what resonates and leave behind whatever may not for the next person who may be wanting or needing to receive from this message. It is a blessing to be able to read and deliver these messages to you. As always, I just wish to be a messenger and bring through guidance, clarity, confirmation, illumination, however it needs to come through for you today, Divine Soul. I do just want to quickly cleanse this space before I pull the cards from the deck so that this energy can be pulled through in the best way possible and bring in the positive energies that will assist with this reading. I would like to call on the Most High, the Mother, the Father, the inner source in which we hold within us, to allow all the energies to be assisting with this clarity, insight, confirmation, illumination, guidance, however it needs to be received for my collective, for those who are willing to receive from this reading today. Thank you. Ashe. Alrighty. I'm just going to pull the cards from the fan out I've done to just have a different way. I like changing up the way I pull my cards. It's always really fun to change up things. Okay. That's the pull. Let's get into the message. Oh, I'm bumping, sorry. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles on the crown chakra and third eye. We have the Nine of Cups on the throat and heart chakra. We have the Knight of Cups on the solar plexus and sacral chakra. And to finish off, we have the root chakra with the King of Swords. Now, this is some interesting energy. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. You are starting to align with a mentality, with a mindset, with a vision that is very much surrounded by this really abundant energy. And I just want to mention that this sense of security that you're finding within yourself is really coming through here in this message. I do feel like there is a sense of you now knowing how to create a path for yourself that is stable. You don't have to rely on anybody else at this time. Like, you've really taken the inner journey of knowing how to create a pathway for yourself that isn't something that you've had to follow. You've been able to navigate it yourself. You've been able to really produce this physical journey in which that you want to really take on for yourself. It does feel like there's this coming together of you nurturing the things in your life that actually feel like they're going to grow, like the aspect of this energy. I keep staring at the green color, so that's just giving me this indication that a lot of growth is going to come through, and a lot of growth is going to be expanding within your crown and third eye as well. Like, a lot of the things that I feel like you've been manifesting that have been, coming through, whether that be your channel, through your third eye, through your vision, through things that you've been, naturally feeling drawn towards. It's like this energy is really coming through with you knowing that that growth is actually going to come through. You're trusting in that. You're finding a lot more security in trusting in yourself and trusting in your ability to move forward in the ways that actually will support you, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So moving into the Nine of Cups, I feel like this is just this aspect of you tuning into your emotional side. And what I mean by that being your throat and your heart chakra, a lot of the time, you have to take this journey of understanding your emotions before you can stand proud in your emotions, before you can actually take charge of who you are and knowing how to vocalize that through your emotional body. Like, a lot of people in general, just as a generalized term, don't know how to communicate through their emotions, don't know how to voice them in a way that's not, defensive. It's usually, you find that people communicate with more of a hidden agenda of not knowing how to tap into their emotions, which stops their ability to really use it as a form of expression, right? And that's what causes blocked throat chakras and causes blocked heart chakras, because there's this resistance to wanting to let that out, you're in a position where you've really taken that on and realized that you blocking your emotions has only caused you to struggle to speak up, to speak your truth, to be heard, to be seen. And now that you've tapped into your own heart chakra, you've tapped into your throat chakra, you know, I don't think you have to necessarily have done this, you know, consciously. I feel like this is just me confirming that you may have been doing this unconsciously as well. So do take it as it resonates, as always. But there is this feeling of you standing it proud in your ability to really be emotional, but in a sense of the power that gives you, the vulnerability in which is strength, that gives you guidance on how you would like to move forward in your path and journey. It truly is this experience of you trusting your emotions instead of allowing them to throw you off and bring more chaos into your life. So that is a really positive energy that I'm feeling from your top feminine chakras. Like, this is such a beautiful energy of femininity as well. Like, you're really starting to flow with your abundance, and that's what's kind of come through with the 2 cards. Like, your emotions are flowing, and now you're knowing how to use that in your manifestations through your third eye, through your vision, through your crown, through the way that you process and bring through information into your own vessel. You're really allowing that to take a journey into the bottom divine masculine chakras, and obviously moving into the solar plexus and sacral chakra, you have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is this energy of you really starting to walk a path where you're finding the ability to be able to welcome people into your experience. And what I mean by that is that you're emotionally available, you're emotionally open to receiving, but also to giving. Like, this aspect of the Knight of Cups is always kind of there with the cup, holding it ready to, you know, to pass on, you know, this energy of expression, of emotional vulnerability. I will be honest, the Knight of Cups, just like all knights, can be a little bit on the side of being overly emotional, but there is this sense of you knowing that by you just accepting how you like to show up through your specific experiences, in the way that, you know, it might be love, the way that you're affectionate, the way that you like to give love, is going to show up in the way that you decide to move through this, you know, and the way that you show up in front of people, and the way you show up to yourself, the way that you navigate the love you choose to give, is because you've really, like, this Knight of Cups is proving how much you've decided to navigate your own emotions and really starting to trust your emotions instead of going against them. And that's so important, right? You know, you need to be able to flow with your emotions, to be able to have this like openness to receiving and giving. It's a beautiful energy of you being able to access your solar plexus and your sacral chakra to really open yourself up to new pleasures, to new experiences that will give you joy, that will like open up new avenues of happiness, and really experience life in a way that you're not shoving things down, if that makes sense. Like, you're not trying to hide anything. You're really laying it all out there and being very expressive, in the sense that you trust in yourself enough at this time to really take that journey towards what feels right and what is flowing for you. That is such a beautiful aspect, I feel, with this energy, because you like this is an upgraded energy. Like, you've upgraded from a lack mentality, or from a place of, you know, whatever the opposite is of Queen of Pentacles. Like, if that was in reverse, it would be like, you know, someone who's struggling to create their own stability. But you're in a really beautiful place where you can really trust in the way that you're being guided to move forward. And of course, we have the root chakra being the King of Swords. King of Swords energy is just this place where you're starting to acknowledge that because you aren't allowing your emotions to run you as a soul, like run your mind, you can actually filter through your mind and your thoughts now. You can actually take charge with this. And it's such a beautiful energy of, you know, the clouds are behind him, right? There's no more energies that are actually clouding your vision and your ability to stay on track with the things that you want to stay on track with. You're really in a position to take on everything you've learned at this time, take on the experiences, and know that the way that you feel about it is just giving you the indications that you need to travel the journey you wish to travel. You know, it's like the King of Swords is such an energy of being disciplined, and it's such a root chakra energy too, because like it's this sense of security in knowing that even if you speak your truth, if someone doesn't agree with it, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't change the way that you choose to show up. And that's just a really beautiful way to navigate your journey, because you are going to actually find that the more that you speak up, the more that you share your truth, the more that you know how to understand your own mind, the more you'll actually be able to trust yourself and then make decisions that really make sense for you. And I feel like that's a big key thing here, is that a lot of this is you leading yourself towards the places and the destinations, the experiences that you want to lead yourself towards. And that in itself means you're really starting to take charge of your own experience and no longer allowing others to, navigate that experience for you. I do feel like a lot of the time, the trauma that we may experience growing up of having to rely on certain authority figures, whether that be parents, guardians, however it may be for you, it's kind of like something we've had to unlearn, because there is a certain expectation and restriction which stops us from wanting to take our own journey and path. But you're really starting to explore what it is to lead yourself on the path that feels right to you, instead of the one that might need to make logical sense. Like, yes, there is logic involved. The King of Swords is a very logical energy, but I feel like even with the logic, you're still understanding and aware that emotions are just as important as logic. Like, you need to have this beautiful balance of emotions and logic, and that will create stability within that as well, But going into the oracle cards, because I would like to clarify this for you, of course, and give you some extra insights and awareness, especially because this is from your spirit team, your angels, your guides, however it does resonate with you and who they are for you in your support system in the spiritual realm. You have the oracle underneath the Queen of Pentacles. Wait for important information. Okay, so what I feel like, this is some advice. I would like to just mention that this is this energy of you making decisions that obviously will assist you in becoming abundant and growing in the way that you need to grow through this particular energy of the Queen of Pentacles. She's like just allowing things to be attracted to her. She's not forcing anything to happen. So I feel like there's just this energy of you needing to really respect that this energy is you understanding that you don't need to know everything. You don't need to have it all, together. But if you just have the patience to accept that things will start flowing to you, like receiving the information, whether that be synchronicity, whether that be downloads from your spirit team, whether that be genuinely like through divination, however it is that you receive your clarity and insights. Even this message is technically something like that for you. It's this energy of being patient and allowing the information that you may need to receive before taking certain actions, which is also why, Queen of Pentacles, she allows things to flow to her. So, it's kind of this thing of don't take steps that you don't need to take yet, unless it's just like you receive this inkling or this knowing or this awareness that really is like, this is the step, or this is the time to take the step forward. Because with the Seer underneath, the Seer card underneath the Nine of Cups, it is, what does it say? Sorry, I should read that first. See beyond the current situation. So basically what it's saying right now is that you don't have enough awareness about what you're walking towards, what you're journeying towards at this time. But that's purely because you're still navigating your emotions. You're still on this journey of inner self-discovery. So your external is still kind of developing, if that makes sense. So what you've been working on within your own self is about to reflect in the physical. It's about to show up in your external. But you do need to have that patience and that awareness that it takes time. Like the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, she allows things to flow to her. She doesn't force anything to, happen faster or to happen slower. It's just organic energy of allowing things to flow. And then we have Broken Arrow under the Knight of Cups, which says, embrace the energy of peace. So I feel like this is what I was saying about the Knight of Cups being really like emotionally available, like this sense of you being so tuned into yourself and allowing to receive and to be, able to give to others. It's this sense of by embracing the peace in which you can create for yourself by standing in your power, Knight of Cups, to then taking journeys towards embracing what is on the external and allowing your heart to be received and the way you choose to show up, you will find your peace through that, because your balance is really key to the way in which you decide to walk your path. Okay, like there's this sense of, you know, the arrow as well. Like sometimes the way that we think we're supposed to go isn't actually the way, but we need to take that journey to experience something that will then realign us, redirect us exactly where we need to go. I hope that makes sense. I do get a little convoluted sometimes, so take it as it needs to resonate if it does make sense. And then the last oracle card on this particular energy is Mountains. Stand your ground under the King of Swords. That is so relevant. That is so relevant. I'm going to show you the card there as well. I find it interesting that both the last two cards are also this brown background, like this beige background, because that's really this sense of really like this new slate, this new beginning of like a new canvas to work with. So it does feel like you're learning to take a path that you may not really know enough about yet, but that's okay. Like the mountain on this picture specifically shows half of the mountain underneath and half of it above. I feel like that aspect is, yes, okay, you may not know enough, about the external experience, but you know yourself and you know how to navigate your emotions, you know how to navigate your logical mind. This is saying stand your ground in what you can find a firmness in, like your ability to stand in that power of you exploring your emotions and your logical aspects and balancing that will give you the space to take this journey in a way that will be at your own pace, will be at your own, decisions to decide how you choose to progress. It's this beautiful energy of so much is going to be revealed to you along the path, and that is something that you need to be open to as you experience. I feel like this also means new connections, new experiences, not just with yourself, but also with other people could be coming through for you, because the more that you tune into yourself, the more that you can be able to tune into other people and the way that you receive them and the way that you know how to show up in those connections. So I really feel like this message is coming to a full circle of you taking the experiences of what you've learned within yourself, the emotions, the logical aspects of how you function and the way you choose to work and the way that you choose to really show up with your experience. It's really giving you this insight into how along the journey you will continue learning, and the more that you learn about yourself, the more that you will learn more about the external. It all reflects like a mirror. I hope this message genuinely helped you find some extra clarity, insight, guidance, illumination to however it needed to be, or even confirmation. As always, it is a timeless message, so it may be relevant to past, present, future. Please do take it as it resonates. As always, it is a gift and a blessing to read for you. I do hope that you take this away and it supports you along your path, and thank you so much for being present with me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.